Hello and welcome to Mac Tutorials. In this tutorial we're going to use Corel Draw to scale a photograph. So we'll start with our new blank document, and I'm going to change the orientation from portrait to landscape. And I'd like to zoom in and have a real good view of my area here in a minute. So I'll show you a trick with the magnifying glass. Now, first of all, I'm going to bring in the photo by importing. There's a lot of ways that you can do tools in a lot of different programs, and a lot of times where you find the command for the import, you'll also see a keyboard shortcut. So I can either click on import or I can press the keys simultaneous, the control key and the I key for import. A lot of times the keyboard shortcut will use logic in the combination of keys, such as import starting with the letter I, export starting with the letter E, print starting with the letter P, so on and so forth. So let's import our photo. I'm going to navigate to my folder that contains the photo that I'm looking for. We're going to use the picture titled Tony's Pizza, import. And we have to resize just to make it to where we can work with it inside of Corel. And we really don't know much about the sign right now, other than the fact that we've measured this sign when we took the photo. It is 37 inches tall by 72 inches wide. So we're going to zoom in, get our rectangle tool, and use one corner of our sign as a constant. So and you can see by this photo and the line that I've drawn that we got a good dead-on photograph. I let go, and I'm going to zoom back out. Now here's a pretty cool feature about the zoom tool. When you use the zoom tool, you get these other features. So we can zoom to the width of the image, or we can zoom to the height of the image, or we can zoom to the page, and that usually gives us breather room all the way around. So experiment with these tools as you're working, and you'll learn some pretty cool steps to saving you time. Now, right now there is no scale set to this photograph. We're just working in a 1-to-1 aspect ratio. So we want to set a scale, and most always a 1/4 inch scale is going to work. So you go to the ruler, right click on the ruler, and then choose ruler setup. Then you would, inside the options for the ruler setup, select edit scale, and then inside the drawing scale, typical scales, select 1/4 inch equals 1 foot. And that's a good starting point from almost all photos. Now, with the box still selected, you can see it's still got your manipulation nodes highlighted. You look up into this area right here. The X and the Y tell you the location of that selected object relative to the placement in scale on that 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper. Now, because we're on a 1/4 inch scale, it is viewing this box as 7 foot 1.5 inch by 3 foot 10 3/4 inch. So we want to get this box set at 37 inch high. So we can leave the lock so that it will constrain our measurement. And we're going to use the height. We're going to change that to 37 inches and then hit enter. And two things happen. It shows us that we want to reduce the overall size of the photograph, and that our scaling is going to be 82.6. So write that 82.6 down on another piece of paper, and right now you can just undo. So you can either click on this undo arrow here, or you can use the key combination Control Z, and that undoes your movement. Now, with the box still selected, hold down the Shift key and select the photograph. Now the photo and your box are selected, and go here and type in your scale percentage, which is 82.6, and hit enter. Now everything reduces in size, and you can see we're almost page size. We're gonna modify that here in a second as well. Okay, so we now have our scale for the 37 inches high, but the actual width was measured at 72 inches high. So we will unhook the constraint, unlock the constraint, and just go ahead and change that figure to 72 inches. Hit enter, and now the box is 72 inch by 37 inch. So now we've got the correct measurement applied to this box.